never did that, Jack. Lance Franz from Franz Property Maintenance. Talk a little bit about me, my business, what we do, and where we're going. This is my 5th year in business. We continue to grow. My advertising is this room right here. I want to thank everybody because you've been an excellent sales team, which has produced approximately 40% of my business last year. So I think that's a good return on my investment. You've heard me mention many different types of services we do during the season and things we offer. Lawn service is our main service. We like to get the trust of a customer by showing up weekly, maintaining their lawn, taking the grass away, blowing out the beds, edging, weed whacking, and just keeping it looking clean. Other services we like to also do with the customer, once we get their trust in that, they start hiring us for other things. We like to go to their house prior to start cutting, and we clean it up, the spring cleanup. So spring cleanup exists pretty much of raking out the lawn, making sure there's no rocks or anything in the lawn that damage our equipment, and make it clean and make it look nice. That's usually in April we usually start, of course not this year with the weather, but April is when we start doing prepping lawns and then moving all the debris so we can start cutting them as soon as possible. Landscaping services, there's many different ways and things we can do in a landscaping service. No customer is ever the same. I mean, I've never run into one thing that's exactly the same. Some of those basic landscaping is that we'll come to your house, edge your beds, trim your bushes, weed them, remove all the old debris, add mulch. There's many different colors of mulch. We use brown, red, black. There's a chocolate brown. There's just wood chips. We could add stone if you want lower maintenance. And add plants, perennials, whatever. Full landscapes, is that something different? A full landscape is if someone's moving into a house and they want to change everything up. We can come to their house by totally starting over, taking everything out, making it nothing, and then just creating it from there. Part of that process of creating that from there is you give us a call, set up an appointment with Karen. Karen will then take you to the nursery and explain to you and give you knowledge of, we get a lot of this, it's like, I love that tree, I want that tree. That's a $500 tree and it gets 40 feet high. Well, I don't like that tree anymore. I'll go for the $100 tree. You know, that happens a lot, and it's really good to take the customer there to get a good appreciation of value of how much you're spending and where the money is being spent. And everybody is always sticker shock, just so you know. And then we pick the bushes up, we put them aside, we pay for them, we pick the bushes up, we come to your house, and it's usually a 1 to 2 day process, prepping everything up, getting everything in, come back and make sure everything's good to go with you. Another thing we do is we do hardscapes. Hardscapes are like a permanent fixture, stone walls, patios. That's a different process also. That process consists of, what we do is take your measurements for whatever you need. I give you a book or a magazine from our vendors. You take a look at it, pick out we always suggest picking out 3 different types of stone or brick so that we can give you 3 different prices, because the brick ranges from like $2.50 a brick to like $15 a brick. So it could be very costly. And yeah, right. Again, that people are always sticker shocked by that, but it's a permanent fixture. It's a huge value to your house. You could ask Carol or any of the people in the real estate that is definitely something that brings out your eye to you. And then through the course of the season, we continue maintenance your lawn, and it's very hard because we cut about 100 lawns a week. We do it usually in like 3 or 4 days, and we go to these customers' houses 26 to 30 times a year. So it's very hard to go to other people's houses every week, 100 houses, cut them 26 times, that's 2,600 cuts, and to make everybody happy. Things go wrong, but we're very attentive to that. We know that things go wrong, and if we really are, like if someone has an issue or something went wrong, we definitely address the issue completely. Like I had, for instance, someone ran over a sprinkler head that was sticking out, they didn't see it. Well, the guy called us, he gives us our sprinkler guy system, we call him, we took care of it. It's just part of doing business, as people tell me. So then we move into the fall season. In the fall season, once a week, we do like to do fall cleanups to maintain your property again through the seasons. Fall cleanups usually come at October, November, once all the leaves come out. What we do is we come out, we take all the branches that have fallen off, cut down your perennials, rake out your beds again and the leaves, and just make it look, it's easier to do it then than if over the winter time everything gets packed in and it makes a disaster in the spring. So fall cleanups are good. And then we come into snow plowing. Snow plowing. Snow plowing can be good and it can be bad. This year was a very hectic year. It was like a full-time job. My guys were not happy with me. We plowed on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. So that was not very fun. But with the snow plowing process is an average price is about $350 a driveway. That takes up for your first 100 inches of snowfall. This is a new clause we put in there because $350 over 5 months is only $70 a month. I mean, that's ridiculously priced, but that's what the going prices are. But if it snows over 100 inches, we put this clause in that it's an extra $20 per plow, because if it snowed 200 inches, $350, no one would be plowing your driveway at the end of the year. So that's what we like to do. A good customer for us is a customer that we can set up a plan. We've come up with some kind of monthly plans. So that, let's say if you just go with the lawn cutting, what we do with the lawn cutting is we break it down into a 7-month plan. So you just pay 7 months of one price. It's better because sometimes in July we may only cut you 3 times, in August we might cut you 5 times, so that bill fluctuates in between that. So what we do is we take the average over the course of the year and we make it a monthly bill, which people seem to like, and it works out much easier. For instance, if an average lawn, I'd say about $700 is an average lawn, so you're paying $100 a month for your service. And then we also have customers who will do the snow plowing and the lawn service together. Well, in those services, we come up with a 12-month plan, which is instead of getting the big bills at certain times or the cash up front for the plowing, it breaks down to, all right, on average, $350 driveway, $700 lawn. That's $1,050 for your plus tax. That comes to less than $100 a month to have your lawn taken care of and your snow plowing taken care of over the course of the year. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. So that's a good way we're trying to sell now, pick up more customers, because you know what you're going to get. It's a monthly payment. It's real easy to just, all right, here's your $100 a month, and everything, as long as everything looks good, we don't usually get too many calls. My business is very geographical. The closer I can get, if I can get a whole street, that would be perfectly ideal. A lot of times I get calls from random areas, and we just can't take them because it's just not profitable. Because you gotta remember, we're coming with 2 or 3 guys, a dump truck, a trailer, 4 mowers, weed whackers, blowers. I'm bringing, I know this is gonna sound goofy, $70,000 of equipment to cut a $30 lawn. So we have to cut a lot of $30 lawns every course of the year to make up for it. But it's overtime, and we cut about 25 a day. And most of the years that we're getting, over 5 years, we've been starting to pick up certain areas seem to be stronger than others. Those areas are Lancaster, Seneca, Cheektowaga, Williamsville, and Depew are like really packing it. We also go to Amherst, Alma, and Clarence. We are getting more out there. It's just a little bit slower growth. I got to be careful. I can't take too many that could be detrimental to the company. Snow plowing is a little different. Snow plowing is, we got to condense that area a little bit smaller. As we learned this year, when it's a blizzard and you're going 5 miles per hour, it takes a long time to do 35 driveways, even if they're only 2 miles apart. So snow plowing is a little bit less. We take a little less customers, and it's different than lawn cutting. In lawn cutting, I got a week to cut 100 lawns. In snow plowing, you got about 8 hours to plow 80 driveways before people start calling you and saying, where? Our main focus is residential customers. We like to build a relationship with the residential customers. Over time, we earn their trust by being there weekly. They see us weekly. We try doing a good job the best we can, and then they start adding on more services. A unique part about my business is that we try to retain customers. So at the point we get to so many customers, my goal is that, you know, we will have our income and how it works, and we won't have to like battle so much, because there's a lot of competition out there, and there are a lot of companies that are insured, they're paying their employees in cash, this and that. I can't compete with that no matter what. I mean, they can charge less than me. So that's a difference. If you ever get a price that you think it might be a little crazy, or someone says that, that's probably why. And if, you know, if the person's on your lawn, cutting your lawn, and they cut their foot off, that's Jim Wright. And I don't have insurance, it's coming on your homeowner's insurance, so be careful with that. Doug knows that too, with insurances with roofs. We also do commercial. Commercial is a little bit different. They're a little bit more, I don't know, some of them are less caring. They just want it done. They don't know how it gets done or whatever, just get it done. But it's good. It's good for me to fill in places because they can do that. They're more like, they like to be done anytime, so we do them during the beginning of the week, because every customer, every residential customer, of course, wants to be cut Friday afternoon. So we can only cut so many people on Friday afternoon, so people got to do what you can. Our customer service, again, I talked a little bit about it earlier. Our customer service is, we're very attentive. If there's an issue or anything, we want to know about it. You know, I got to trust my employees to go out there, so if anyone, you know, sees anything, we appreciate the calls. We don't take them as negative, we take them as learning and how to improve our business. Excellent referrals for us are senior citizens who can't do it because we can be honest and fair with them. Realtors who are buying and selling houses. People want to always change, but the new owners want to change the look. Old owners want to clean it up so they can sell it. Property managers, owners of apartment complexes, busy families, people who own multiple properties. That's a good deal because they rent, usually a rental, someone who owns rental properties owns a bunch of them. We can take care of all of them and they can deal with one person for one price. We can set up a deal. So if you know any of those people that are looking for any services like that, we're the people to call. And again, I just want to thank everybody in this room for producing so much business for me, and thank you very much.